A teacher, have you ever had a student change your life? Mr. Bates, I just don't care. A 7th grader, 13 years old, told me that while I was working one-on-one with him during my lunch break several years ago, I, like all of his other teachers, decided to do everything we could, including giving up our lunch breaks, to work with this student so he'd do well enough on his report card to get into a good high school. Chicago has a complicated high school placement system, but the gist of it is that you have to do really well on your 7th grade report card if you want to have any chance of getting into a decent high school 2 years later. They can't use the 8th grade report card, because it comes too late. If you don't get into one of the good Chicago magnet high schools, your choices are to go to private school, move to a better school district, or go to the neighborhood high school and pray that you're the exception, not the norm. When it comes to outcomes from those schools, we knew that this kid's mother couldn't afford a private high school for him, and couldn't move, either. His mother worked for the city, and the law in Chicago is that anyone who works for the city has to live within the city limits. His only hope at a decent life was to make it into one of Chicago Public Schools' selective enrollment programs. This student had all of his teachers and his mother doing everything in their power to help him, and it was all for nothing. He genuinely didn't care. He didn't